What the hell, dude? I've been driving for 2 friggin' minutes and there's still no ice. Oh my God, I'm about to put the boat back in the frickin' water, man. We're back at Kieran's, as you can see.
Welcome. Okay, maybe don't put that in.
No, okay. Anyways, take 2. We're at Kieran's here, and today we're going to be going over some of our rod setups. Danny, this is a new cheapie I got from Crappy Tire.
$17.99 deal, made in China.
Made in China.
Came free with COVID.
Yeah. Another cheapie I got. How much was this one? Oh, 26 bucks. That's a little steep.
Oh, and the new reel. Don't forget the new reel here.
Oh yeah, and that's the new reel I was talking about. Abu Garcia. What is it again? Ice what?
Max Ice, is it?
Max Ice, yeah. You can get that on Amazon. I found it on Amazon for 54 bucks, I think.
Rich guy.
I can't remember. I'll post the link in the video below though if you're interested in getting one, and I'll let you know how it is when we get it on the ice.
It's nice because it's got a little bit more space, so you can be wearing a glove out on like a -30 day and still the reel's not going to get caught up in your glove. Nice big, big knob here, the way that Mr. Whitefish Wizard likes it.
Yeah. And we got some Mees. They sell out pretty fast where we live, so I went to Crappy Tire a while ago before the lockdown happened, and I noticed they had them in stock, so I got a bunch of each kind.
Probably the #1 lure for catching whitefish on Lake Simcoe, we would say.
Yeah, it's our personal favorite.
Generally set them up with a little tube like that. Makes it look like a little tail when it's feeding at the bottom. Pretty cool looking. All come in all different colors. We use kind of all the different colors. We constantly switch it up. I like using white ones.
I like using black and green Avril Lavigne's, I call them. They're pretty. Kieran's gonna go over his favorite rod, not just any rod, his favorite rod. This one
favorite setup
has the most bodies on it.
Right. Most kills come from this one.
Yeah, you gotta be like that guy on the knife show. This rod would kill. Off of
this one's a Fenwick rod. It's a medium. It's a medium heavy. I kind of have a similar reel to this Abu Garcia here. It's got it's one of like the actual ice fishing reels. In terms of line, I have 8-pound test. It's braided line, which is nice because you get a bit of a better feel, I find, with it. And at the end of it, we attached a fluorocarbon leader, which is 8-pound as well, and that is just a little harder for the fish to see. So,
yeah, because some fish are smart, so
yeah.
Hindsight 2020.
Especially in this Lake Simcoe.
Yeah,
we got the smartest fish in. All right, now you need to talk about your setups and the way you like it.
Well, my setups are different this year. I bought a couple cheapie rods to try from Crappy Tire because we're all about saving money. Right? This one is a 28-inch medium heavy as well. I don't know. Obviously, I can't tell you how I like it because I haven't tried it yet, but it does feel nice for the price. But this one here, I think I like more because it feels more similar to the rod I had last year. This one is, can't read it, 28-inch medium light. This one was a medium heavy, right?
Yep.
Yeah, medium heavy. This one's medium light, and it definitely feels a little softer on the tip. And Greg, what do you think that rod I used last year was? It's like a perch rod. It's so soft, like the whole rod was like butter, but the bottom, it was a shorter rod. Let's say it was like this maybe, to my fingertip. But it was super flimsy on the tip, but the back had a good structure. And I caught a lot of big fish on that rod. The biggest whitey I caught last year was actually on that rod, but it is a lot softer, and I'm kind of...
How big was that one? About 50 pounds, I would say.
Yeah. It looks 50 pounds through the hole. I couldn't believe it.
Maybe
and
you
remember
can...
you rode up to me too? And I
Yeah.
like came out of the thing and I was like, oh, like
Basically
losing it.
holding a whale in his hands.
Yeah, so. But I got used to that rod. It had just enough structure on the bottom end that you could still haul big fish up, and it had enough of a soft tip that you could really feel the bottom when you're running meats, right? Because that's the thing too, if you have a rod and the rod is far too stiff, you're not gonna have that feeling when you're trying to work the bottom of the lake, right? Whereas if you have something that's softer, you kind of get yourself in a rhythm, because the weight of the meags will keep your rod where you need it to be. At least that's how I feel anyway. It took me a while to get used to fishing them, but once you get it down, it's like friggin' the holy grail. Like Jesus now, I can walk on water.
So this is another setup that we like to use, the good old vibrato.
Now what would you use that for?
They're used, I like using those bad boys for the whitefish. Come in a lot of different sizes.
Right?
What's that?
Pike like those too though, no? Lakers?
You might be able to. Lake trout, definitely. Whitefish, and even burbot as well.
Burbot.
What about a perch setup?
A perch setup. I don't know, I don't fish perch. This little guy is definitely a lot softer. I never even used this rod last year. I never even caught a whitefish until Kieran let me use the Ninja rod. What is this one? Doesn't even say. Oh, you notice how it's flat too?
Yeah, this
That's
is like
cool,
a bit of
eh?
a special rod. It was an expensive rod.
So this is the tickle stick. And if you bend over, you'll see how it works. No, it doesn't actually tell you what the gauge of the rod is. All it
It's
says
a
is
light, I think.
it's super light. I think it's 23 inch, and then the L is for the light, but really it should be an SL because it's super light.
It's a
Tickler.
yeah, the old tickle stick.
That's funny, dude.
But yeah,
Holy
this is what
cow.
I use for my perch generally. It's got a very sensitive tip, so when you get those the smaller perch come along, you'll see that with the tip. Whereas the different rods that we have set up for whitefish, you're not going to feel the fish quite as much, just because obviously you're going for much bigger fish with those setups. But generally with perch, I like using the slab grabbers. These bad boys. Caught a lot of perch with these. They seem to be one of the more popular lures to be using. It's really all I use when I go for perch.
You can use anything really though. Spinner with a friggin' worm. Anything.
Use
Those fish.
a gummy worm
A gummy worm.
probably would work.
Vienna wiener.
Yeah, Vienna wieners,
Anything
hot
really.
dogs.
Piece of corn.
Yeah.
Piece of catnip. Anything you want. We got this little thing too, actually. Santa Claus brought me this. Nice guy. It's cheap. I don't know how accurate it is, but it's nice to have something on hand that will kind of give us a rough idea of what it is, because last year when I did catch that big fish, I didn't have a way to weigh it till I got home, which kind of sucked, which would have been nice to be able to check it out on the ice and then, you know, freak out a little more. But anyway, what else?
It was about 15 pounds or so.
What?
Maybe 30. Maybe 45.
It was actually 10.2, I think, accurately.
Oh, you actually measured it?
Well, I measured it. It was 29 inches. But we weighed it, too, on a couple scales at the house. I even put it in a friggin' thing and put it on the floor scale. And then I had another scale similar to that, but it was like a mechanic one.
Oh.
You know, there's no digital, nothing. And it came up 10.2 on a couple things. So, say 10 pounds is fair.
10-pound whitefish was the record of the year
Gotta do
last.
something now.
So yeah, guys, that's pretty much our setups that we're going to be using this year. Nothing overly exciting, nothing overly different.
You gotta
We
get
find
the
that,
friggin' Chewbacca and put him, or whatever, put just his head there.
but yeah, that's pretty much our setups that we are going to be using this year. It's nothing that's too different than what everyone else is using. This is all proven stuff that works out on Lake Simcoe. If you guys want to see more of these videos, make sure you like, subscribe, do whatever you want.
Yeah, do whatever you want.
We don't really care.
Fast.